No other crochet YouTuber will tell you this. Nobody wants to talk about it. It's not pretty. Hello everyone. I'm totally spilling the beans on being a YouTuber. And the topic of today's video is sponsored and promotional content. You've seen some of it on my channel and you probably have seen it on many other crochet channels. Some YouTubers are really good at it and it comes across as genuine and sincere. Others are terrible at it and you can tell right away they're trying too hard to sell you something. And many are somewhere in between. But I haven't seen anyone in the crochet community talking about what is involved in making sponsored and promotional videos and how they earn income from them. I've seen those generic YouTube videos with a cheerful, smiling person telling you how great it is to be a YouTuber and how brands and companies will pay you loads to promote their stuff. And that's why you should start your channel right away. And better yet, you should buy that cheerful, smiling person's online course on how to become a successful YouTuber. And it all sounds great. But just like with everything in life, there is the other side of the coin. And you only begin to learn and understand that other side once you are there, once you are a creator and you are offered to make promotional and sponsored videos. But why is it that hardly anyone talks about that other side? Well, it's because oftentimes it can be quite ugly. So without any further ado, let me share with you my experience of being on the other side of making sponsored and promotional content. The very first promotional videos that I started making were in collaboration with Knit Crate subscription boxes. At that time, my channel was still very new. I was going through difficult times in my personal life. I was going through a divorce and pretty much I was broke. Back then, I couldn't even afford to buy yarn for my YouTube projects. If you look at those first videos of mine, you will notice that I've made a lot of tutorials using the same yarns and in the same colors. Well, my friends, I'll tell you the truth. Back then, I would make a project, film the tutorial, take the pictures, and then unravel it and use the same yarn for another tutorial. Because, like I said, I simply couldn't afford to buy new yarn. Every penny counted. So when Knit Crate offered me participation in their affiliate program, I was thrilled. They said I will make a flat commission from each new subscriber and a percentage commission from each sale. They had both on their site. People could either subscribe or to make individual purchases. And each month they sent me their subscription box for free. I hardly made any money from the affiliate program. If I remember correctly, they paid me $1 for each new subscriber and a tiny percentage from each sale. So I'd say I was making from 40 cents to a couple of dollars a month. That in itself was not worth it. But it was worth it to me because of the free yarn they sent me each month. I got new, interesting, beautiful yarn for my tutorials. And I must say this really was quality yarn. Oftentimes it was wool or wool blends or some other natural fibers. I loved making those promotional videos and they're still on my channel. I made a lot of beautiful projects from Knit Crate yarns. The reason I stopped working with them was because they changed their rules. Before I was simply getting a free box each month, but then they implemented new rules that required me to subscribe to them, and each month my credit card would be charged, but then a few days later they would issue a refund. And honestly, I didn't like that. I've always been very careful with giving out my credit card information, and that whole idea of being charged and refunded didn't sit right with me. So I parted with Knit Crate and I started looking for other opportunities. I reached out to Etsy sellers who were selling yarns and I offered them to make promotional videos of their shops in exchange for yarn. With some of them, we also did giveaways and they shared coupon codes. It was fun and it was beneficial to all of us. I got free yarn and personal satisfaction from helping another small business owner. They got sales from my viewers and my viewers got giveaways and coupon codes. For me, this is the best way of collaborations, and I'll talk about it more at the end of this video. So, back then, I was doing these small collaborations, but they weren't paid. I hoped one day someone will reach out and offer me a paid one, but nobody did. Occasionally, someone would reach out to me, but they only wanted me to promote their product in exchange for the product itself. I remember one site that sells yarn, I'm not going to say their name, offered a collaboration on the following conditions. They would give me a gift card code for $20 to purchase yarn from their site. I would have to make a tutorial using their yarn, promoting their site, and encouraging my viewers to visit and purchase yarn from them. But when I asked them how much they would pay me, they replied, "We don't do paid promotions." That really got me thinking, you don't do paid promotions, but you expect me to promote your business for free. You expect me to come up with an idea for a crochet project, create a unique pattern, film the tutorial, promote your yarn, which by the way the $20 gift card would not even cover, and I would have to pay the remaining balance and the shipping cost myself. And all of that work and my own expenses for what? So I replied back, "Thank you for offering, but after some consideration, I decided this is not something of interest to me." And that's the thing, friends. Once your channel starts growing bigger, the offers will start rolling in, but not all of them will be worthy of your time and efforts. And quite frankly, oftentimes those companies will try to take advantage of you. Don't fall for it. The very first paid promotional video that I made was commissioned by a fellow crocheter who wrote a crochet-related book, which she sells on Amazon. Actually, at first she didn't even offer me to make a promotional video. She simply suggested including an affiliate link to her book because I was already participating in Amazon affiliate program at that time. And that's probably a topic for another video. I can share a lot of info on that as well. But it was myself who offered to do a review of her book for a small commission. And it really was very small. Because it was an opportunity for me for the very first paid video, and I really wanted to do it. So basically, I made her an offer she couldn't refuse. And we both were happy with it. That was a good collaboration and I enjoyed making that video. You might be thinking now, "Olga, that doesn't sound so bad. In fact, it sounds pretty good. What's the ugly side of making sponsored and promotional videos?" Hold on, we'll get there. So my channel was growing. I was reaching out to people offering collaborations. And finally, after that very first paid one, I began to get more offers. But they were not at all what I expected. And they all would write the same thing. "Hello, we love your channel and we think you and your viewers will love our product. We are going to send you this amazing blah blah blah, the name of the product, for free in exchange for a video on your channel." And the products they were offering had nothing to do with crochet or any crafts whatsoever. I was offered to promote things like iPhone cases and car screen protectors, chainsaws and garden hoses, pillows and heat blankets, women's underwear, perfumes and lotions, bags, luggage, you name it. Other than that first paid crochet book review, I had a total of 4 paid promotional videos on my channel. 2 of them were crochet related, a picador crochet kit and an electric yarn winder, and the other 2 were not in any way related to crochet, but still somewhat related to me personally. Those were a belt bag and a pepper spray. The amount I was paid per video varied from $100 to $150. From the viewer's perspective, it might look like easy money, but believe me, it was not. There is a lot going on behind the scenes. First of all, you are not allowed to say anything negative about the product you promote, even if that's your honest opinion. You are given specific guidelines on which points to cover in your video and what you can and cannot say. Sometimes they even give you a list of words that must be included in the video. There are also certain requirements about the length and the structure of the video. The video cannot go live without their approval. You must post the video as unlisted, then send them the link. If there is anything in your video they don't like, they will make you change it. Only if the unlisted video is entirely to their liking and they approve it, they will transfer you half the money. The second half they transfer when the video goes live. Despite all these requirements and rules, with these 4 videos, it was fairly smooth process for me. Luckily, the products I got were of good quality, so I actually enjoyed making those videos. I didn't feel bad in any way and my conscience was clear. However, next came the biggest and most promising collab, to which I initially agreed, but later changed my mind and said to myself, never again. I will never make paid promotional videos on my channel again. There is a new big company from overseas that is getting quite popular in America. They sell all kinds of things and very inexpensively too. So many people like them. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube promoting this company. Some really big YouTubers too, not just small channels. So I started getting offers to promote that company too. I declined. But the offers kept coming in. And it's actually not the company itself that sends those offers. It's a third-party marketing company that does. And there are different agents in the marketing company. So basically I kept getting the same offer but from different names. So eventually I gave in. And it was a big and promising one. They offered to send me products of my choice worth of $300 and also pay me $200. I was allowed to choose $150 worth of craft-related products and $150 worth of anything I wanted. I chose yarn, crochet hooks, crochet amigurumi kits, and a bunch of other stuff. Clothes and a cute little purse, some items for home, and this was tons of stuff. Remember, they sell their products incredibly cheap. The packages arrived fairly quickly. For some reason, only half of the items I chose were there, but this was still tons of stuff, so it was not a big deal to me. But let me tell you, once I started taking each item out of its packaging and examining it, my heart just dropped. How do I describe it to adequately express my reaction? Please forgive my language, but this was crap. First of all, the smell. Many items had this very strong and distinct smell, similar to the smell of burning tires. It was awful. The yarn I chose looked beautiful and felt soft, but even after several days of airing, that smell never went away. There was a set of crochet hooks in multiple sizes, which seemed quite nice. There were some aluminum ones and some small size steel ones, but they felt weird to touch. A crochet hook must be well polished to have that smooth, glossy texture so that yarn glides easily and effortlessly over it. But these aluminum hooks weren't like that. They had more of a matte finish. And the small size steel hooks were even worse. They felt like the metal wasn't polished at all. They felt scratchy. The amigurumi kits had safety eyes, but the washers that keep the eyes in place were missing in all 3 kits that I received. Every item I would take and examine had something wrong with it. I was in shock. I was in disbelief. I could feel my face turning red and burning. I felt embarrassed and ashamed. How was I supposed to make a video? Positive and cheerful, promoting to my viewers all that. I can't think of another word. Crap. How could I encourage other people to buy it? That weighed so heavily on my heart for a few days. Even though I wasn't paid yet, I gave my word to follow through with this collaboration. I received all this stuff. I felt terrible breaking my word, but on the other hand, I just knew I couldn't follow through with it. Finally, I gathered all of my courage, sat down, and typed an email to the representative that contacted me. I just wrote her the truth. I wrote her how I felt, and I explained that unfortunately I won't be able to follow through with our agreement because I felt the products were of poor quality and I didn't feel comfortable promoting them to my audience. And if she provides me with a shipping label, I'd be happy to send everything back. To my surprise, she wrote a very polite and kind reply. She wrote she appreciated me sharing my opinion, that the company is still young and they are still figuring out the best ways to implement quality control, something like that. She apologized that I had this experience and said there is no need to return the items. I felt a huge relief. And that's when I told myself, never again. This happened almost a year ago, and even though I continue getting offers to promote all kinds of things on my channel, I haven't made any paid videos since then, and I never will. And honestly, even if some products are of decent or good quality, I simply don't want to promote products mass manufactured in China, oftentimes in poor working conditions. Dirt cheap prices might be appealing, but think of it. Free cheese can only be in a mousetrap. You might pay a low price for a product which you have no option but to toss away as soon as you get because of its crappy quality. And there are also people somewhere on the other side of the globe who have no option but to pay for that item with their undercompensated labor and sweat. But I will continue making promotional videos on my channel from time to time. I'm going back to collaborating with real, ordinary people like myself. I want to help other small business owners. I want to help people in my own country. I want to promote products that I won't be ashamed or embarrassed to promote. And I want to be transparent with my viewers. To sum up my story, earning money from sponsored and promotional videos is not that easy. Oftentimes, companies will try to take advantage of you and your work, which just reminded me of another point I forgot to mention earlier. They will want to keep the copyrights for your video so they can post it on the other platforms. So I hope the information I shared in this video will help those of you who have your own channels and who want to start making sponsored videos. It's definitely a way to earn some income. You'll just have to be careful and selective in what you promote. And to those of my viewers who are just viewers, I'd like to say, don't blindly believe all the sponsored and promotional videos that you see, even if they are coming from your favorite channels. There is a lot going on behind the scenes, and there are definitely strings attached to that sponsored content. But also, please don't judge the creators too harsh when they choose to make this kind of videos. As I shared in my previous video, being a YouTuber is not all that glamorous and easy, and sometimes we have to do what we have to do to stay afloat. Thank you so much for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments, and until the next video. This is so funny. I could not make up this stuff even if I wanted to. I just finished recording this video and I was about to start editing, and I got another one of those promotional offers. They are not even coming from people who actually looked at my channel. Seems like my email address got on a mailing list, and now I get tons of those generic offers, which are absolutely ridiculous in some cases. Let me read it to you. Hi, I'm C from R. I saw your channel on TikTok. Okay, I'm not even on TikTok. And I admire your video style. Oh, okay, thank you. We have a new product, the electric portable bidet, which is very suitable for your video style. I wonder what it is in my video style that made C believe that an electric portable bidet would be very suitable. I can send you the product for free if you feel good after using it. Okay, not gonna comment on that. Can you promote the product for us? Below is our product link. You can learn about our products first. If you have any needs, please let us know. I'm very sorry to bother you. And then there's the link. Hope to hear from you. Have a good day. Best, C.